Well, hello. You may be wondering why the title of today's stream is telling you that we're starting again with the helmet. Well, this is why. Because this is the helmet. Look at the fucking size of this. I'm 6'3". And my head's big. This is stupid. So, we're starting again because I appear to have done like a 1-to-1 8-foot tall size person's version of a helmet, and I don't know why I didn't see it sooner before I put this bit on the end. That's my forearm. Is that you? Is this yours? Yeah. There you go. I'm like making the whole thing and like, it's looking a little bit big. It's my entire torso. It's like, why did I do this? So, I apologise. Bad men's follower. But, yeah, we're going to have to start again. So we're a couple of days behind now. Oh my god. Like, I thought you had a toilet seat round your head. It was close enough. Yeah, it's about the size of a toilet seat. Jesus. It's like... it's fucking this big. It's like... that is what gets me. From like elbow to fist. That's how big... oh yes, very close indeed. It's like... I can't believe that. Oh. Alright, darling. My tiny kitten is kittening around. So, get used to that. Right. Looks like the shuttle Superman came to Earth in. Fucking Superman's shuttle was smaller than that. And I'm certain men's follower, I'm going to call you Bado. I'm sure, Bado, your head is not that big. Your head is not that big. Nobody's head is that big. Jesus. Goku's baby pod to Earth. That was bigger than Goku's pod. Oh, she's good. She's good. Fifi. I can't really show her just yet because she was rescued under nefarious circumstances and keeping it hidden until like a certain amount of time passes, and then that person can't try and claim her back, whoever might have dumped her in the woods. Sort of a standard thing in this country. Like, the law is if you you know, you can't claim them back within a month, then it's not yours anymore, type of thing. And yeah, on the advice of vets and so on. Yeah, on the advice of a vet, I'm gonna keep her hidden for the time being, and then once that month is up, By law, all cats have to be microchipped. Yeah, she is about 4 weeks old or something. It's like, and yeah, no more peeing on paper. Yeah, it's right. The by law have to be microchipped. She obviously wasn't because she was like the palm of my hand. When I got her, she's now like a little bit bigger than that, as you can see, but she still is very much a tiny, tiny baby. And once that time threshold's up, I'm getting her microchipped and all the rest of it, and it's going to be done. So yeah, all is good. And yeah, oh shit, I've done this wrong, haven't I? I've done it wrong. Stop eating my feet. Come on, dude. Get off. I know you're trying to help, aren't you? That's what you're doing. You're definitely trying to help. Still need to microchip my cats. Yeah, yeah. If you were over here, it's very much mandatory. Just be careful with her hiding up your chair if you get up. Yes, don't worry. I've had her like a week or two now, and yeah, that's something I got used to very quickly, was going like this before I move it. Because she's like a silent killer. She's the apex predator of the Serengeti, otherwise known as my flat. And I've done it again. I'm an idiot. Right. I'm forgetting from the first time I built this that I had to cut the extra piece out that was missing, and I've forgotten to do it because I'm real clever. So I have to stick it back on. Oh my god. Yes! I hate these stupid little flies. Like bar flies. My whole flat came with them as part of the rental agreement. Complimentary bar flies in your house. Just wait till she gets her jumping shoes on. Where have you been? She is into everything. Like, she climbs up. She's pissed on my desk just here. And she's been up on the windowsill, pissed on that. Yeah, she's a menace to society. She's absolutely class, though. I wouldn't change it. Because, you know, she's a kitten. She's going to have accidents and what have you. So, yeah. She's not only got her jumping shoes, but she's got my shoes, which she constantly chews and tries to kill. We'll be seeing her on the shelf. But it's like, yeah, oh yeah. She can get to the second, like, it's a whole bookcase from the floor. She can get onto the second shelf. There'll be at some point I'll be like looking at my monitor in the background, and all you'll see is her just like climbing up there. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it, because I'm gonna just have her up on my lap and stuff, and if she wants to hop up on here and what have you, it's gonna be good. I'm enjoying it. All right, Naz. So yeah, it'll be fun at some point. TiVo won't look so nice in a few months. Yeah, probably. We'll see. I mean, she can't scale the She can't scale the drawers just yet. And there's plenty to do on the floor. There's loads of little bits of foam that she likes to chase. She's really into to backpacks and eating backpacks and murdering backpacks. And yeah, that seems to be her favourite thing to do, is that and my shoes. Murdering any kind of like backpack that's down there. I've got my old school bag from like literally when I was a small child, and I've got a laptop sort of rucksack backpack type thing, and both those things are her favourite thing to completely destroy if she can, but she hasn't. Yeah, poor backpacks. So your foam is sentient. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But that's the thing. That's what she likes to do. She likes to murder things and murder things. She likes attention and being fussed about 5% of the day, or 5% of the time that she's awake, I should say. The rest of the time, if you try and stroke her, she decides she's going to try and murder you. So but that's good. I'm up to 5% from about 1%. Microchop. Not yet, no. I need to get it all done through PDSA and everything, so that's like next on the agenda. And I know I'm going to have to pay for it, so I'm waiting for a couple of things to come in via commissions and stuff I've sold, and then I'm going and getting it all done, vaccines, microchips, the whole lot, registering her name and everything. So yeah, it's 30 quid for all of it with the PDSA. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Yep, it's like I say, as soon as I actually have that money, I will be using it on her. I've sold my Batman Arkham games. I have the collector's editions with like the statues and all that cool stuff, and I've sold them basically to put fuel in my tank and pay for that, which is why I started like really heavily pushing them and advertising them and what have you. It was mainly for that. But but the register is now closed. What do you mean? What's that about? I'll put a thing on for notification when it's open again for you, but you really need to register as soon as it is again. Okay. You'll have to let me know what that means. Is it just that they like have a list like of a certain amount of people, sort of thing? Oh God, my eyes are crap at the moment. They can only open for a certain amount of clients, right? Got you. It shuts again. Yeah. They only tend to open the register once a year. Well, I'll just have to figure out doing it separate then. I would imagine it's probably twice that, or 3 times that, to do it without PDSA, isn't it? That would be my guess, but I'll probably be wrong. We'll see. Either way, it's getting done. Bado in the chat there is going to pay a little bit more towards this So that's where some of that money will be going. For cat things. It's an open once again. Well, when the dog and cat's one-off booster is £270 without consultation and VAT. Vet fees are a joke. If you get stuck, I'll speak to the vet friends. Yeah, alright. Hockey dokie. Sounds good to me. Either way, I just want to get her done and registered as soon as possible, and then I don't want to have to worry about her jumping onto my desk while I'm streaming and things, which she's wanted to do a couple of times because she's dead interested in what I'm doing with my hands. She's like, he does it every day. It must be good. So I want to let her up here. I want to let her see what it is, what it's all about. She's got as far as like eating the foam, so she might as well see what the foam's for. When I say eating, she's not actually eaten any of it or swallowed it. She likes to chew it. And it's too tough for her to actually tear pieces off. They're, just so you know, Bado, if you're still in the chat there might be a couple of little pinprick kitten tooth marks in the foam. I shall do my best to cover said marks up when I come to paint it and seal it and everything, so it shouldn't really be there, but if there is the odd one, you know where it came from. Because that's what she does. That's all she does. And she absolutely will not stop until the foam is dead. That's the posh British version of Terminator, but about cats. You're welcome. But yeah, I wanna play with her while I'm doing this stuff. It'll be fun. Oh god damn it. That's going to be the wrong shape, isn't it? Yep. Gosh darn it all to heck. Get some of those kitten interactive toys. Might have one here that's a track. They whack a little ball around. Oh yeah. Well, she's got a little thing that she really likes on a metal wire, and she plays with it. But she's really, really clever. So she likes to play with it, and she gets a bit out of her system, but then she wants to go around and do other things. That's the problem. She's like really bloody hyper aware of everything, which I think is probably a result of having to live in the woods for however long she did while in her little early life. And yeah, so every little noise, everything that moves, she has to know about it. She wants to come and have a look at it, and I think she's just checking things out. But she's a kitten, so she also tries to eat it. So, but she's asleep now. Well, she's not asleep. She's in her bed. But I also, that's another thing, I want to get like kitten cam. I might get a third camera somehow and like figure something out where I can just have like a little camera in her bed that we can just throw to, you know, like when we throw to this, like, oh, how's the kitten doing? Click, you know. That would be cool. So that's a plan. It's not a very good one, but it's something. What was I doing? Yeah. I have to get the big piece of foam down. This has so much cat mark on it. It's unreal. It really is. Where are we? There we are. Right, I'm just gonna. Whoop. Yeah, because I usually leave it by the side of the desk. I don't know if you can see that. Can you? Yeah. Just loads of little, mayhem. Murder and mayhem all over. Oh my god, it's the same on this side. She's really full on, but she's class. Aren't you, darling? Eh? Would you like to murder me? Eh? Oh. Being nice for once. Could we be up to 6% of the day of being nice? So as she gets older, she'll calm down and it'll be fine. You know. But until then, embrace the chaos. That's what you do. That's how this works. I haven't had a kitten this mental though for years, like since I was a kid. So it's quite nice. Ooh. Am I still on? There was something weird happened to my desktop just then. Lovely, lovely. Right, I'm going to do this first, and I believe we need. Alright, so those are going to flip up, and I've just realised I've done something very silly. But it's okay. I'll sort it out before I cut it out and then it'll be fine. Right, so just here and here and here and here, those are all angular cuts, but not by much because that's going to be meeting it in such a way where I can do it a lot less than I did before, so that's a lesson learned. This, however, all of this is going to be a big angle because that right there is a very sharp angle where it meets. And yeah, fairly simple. I don't think these need to be much of an angle because they're going to fold inward, and then that's like meeting on an outward angle, so it should be alright. We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. We've done it before. Sorry, I'm looking at the things. What the hell? What is going on with, like, people live streaming on eBay? When did eBay become Twitch? What the hell's going on? Can someone explain that to me? Like, is it just like fancy people that get to do that, or what? Like, what is the deal? A newer version of Outlook is required. Piss right off. I'm busy. I don't fucking use Outlook. I'm not 400 years old. Piss off, Outlook. Dude. Unbelievable. More and more every day, I seriously consider Linux. That's not a joke. I've been seriously thinking about it. Oh shit. I forgot. I've got to do this thing where, like, things line up, like, because the one side's longer than t'other, and it's got to be like that. Hooray! I'm going to do a slight inward angles on these ones as well. Now, along here, not too harsh because it is going to bend up, and I can do the same on the other side as well, so it should be quite a harsh angle no matter what, so that'll be alright. But we're going to do a little bit of an angle on here as well, just like that. Yes, that will be very good. Yes, quite, yes. And it doesn't matter on the inside, because this is where your face goes. There we go. Got the Naked Gun stuck in my head. Now, I believe we need to do more or less the same on this. So, slight angle up to here. But then, as we go around, it becomes a real harsh angle. No, in fact, no. It's a harsh angle all the way. It's sort of a lot more harsh than I've done here, so I'm going to try and I can't. It's not letting me. Ugh. That's going to be messy. Okay. Right. There we go. I can't remember. I was going to say something I can't remember. Now it looks tiny. Shit. But it's alright. It's alright. Get off. Right. Anybody else say that? Oh, fucking hell. Sorry. I'm having a little trouble with my my printer, and it's starting to stick. Like the filament extruder is starting to stick, and it's having trouble pushing stuff through. So, is that how foam looks and sounds like? I'm not sure, but I think we're a little bit closer to a human head width. That literally that would go over your head. That's the bottom of it that we've done. It sounds heavy. It's dead light. It's just real dense, hard stuff. It bends, but it's hard, so it's like it's durable, you know. And I think now we'll do the mouthpiece, the front. Yep, that's the one. We'll get that attached. See that clicking noise? That shouldn't be happening. Oh! Please stop freaking me out. Might have to check what the warranty is like for it because it's doing it again. As soon as oh my god. I've had some real like bad fails because like it's failed at the last minute a bunch and I'm losing lines. Like layer lines on my 3D prints and it's like costing a lot of money. So yeah, it's not the best. And I've left the door open in the cupboard that I keep it in while the cat's asleep. Because that's another thing is you can't leave 3D printers unattended because they have wires and this little lady likes to chew wires. Hooray! So while she's asleep I can get away with leaving it open to at least regulate the temperature a little bit more, but I can just hear it clicking when it's not supposed to be. It's freaking me out. I might have to run the whole calibration thing again. It's only a small print that I'm doing. I'm doing the knees for a Halo suit that I am remaking out of 3D printed parts for a returning customer. And after only just managing to get the thigh parts, like half of the thigh parts done, like on both sides, and only just managing to save one of them because it lost layers right at the end. Yeah, I'm having to. I'm trying to do the knee parts where I'm just these little separate little knee parts, and I'm just gonna see how it rolls. I suppose, yeah, rolls. That sort of works as an analogy. Come on, get off. There we are, right. Okay, this time that I do this, I'm going to attach those bits because doing that in the thick hard form was a mistake last time. So you know, we won't be repeating those now, will we? I mean, of course we will, but you know. You stay right there and be asleep, missus. Right, hang on. Just a moment. I'm gonna. There we go, that was better. It's still clicking. It seems to be doing it even worse now. Shit. I'm trying not to think about it because I'm starting to hyper focus on it. Can you hear that? You probably can if you've got earphones on, because I can hear it from this mic with these on, which is why I'm freaking out about it, because it seems worse than it is, because it's also being amplified in my head, possibly. Stop listening. Stop. Just fucking concentrate on what you're doing. We've got a suit to build. A la-di-da. Okay. Right. We're gonna... Hi! Just bend this over a little bit just so we can attach this properly. Okay, that's a little bit better than we did before. Just check the top a minute. No, that's fine. It's the bottom we need to have a decent amount of it's not that harsh along there, so I won't. There we are. Sorry, yeah, just checking the angles, that's all. This is all normal vertical. Normal vertical. Except for this, I think this is quite a... Yes, this is an angle. Because it's going to meet the top of that. Ooh, right. Right, there's that. Now I also need to just quickly cut these sections here, which I added in for a reason. And is there, yes, there's a bit of that as well, isn't there? So to line it up from there to about here, just like that. Whoops. That's that. Little cut there, so it'll, what do you call it, move nicely. Right, on this bit I'm only doing the inner half. The rest doesn't need to be done. Just like that. Which I'm going to do first, I believe. So that's even that's a little bit more than it needs to be. So I might just glue this back in a little bit just to because yeah, if it's a little bit high off the thing there, it'll move how we want it to, but it'll have quite a solid base. But at the same time, kind of needs to be, yeah, we'll just do it. First bit of glue. I'm going to put that in just for stability, but it's also going to hold it back a little bit. And it'll hold shape nicely that way as well. Oh my god, that's the way to get completely done in on Facebook. Facebook. What's the word? YouTube, that's the one. Oh my god. wait a minute. Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Just... Wait, what? Where are we? Okay. You have to bear with me just a second. I may have the opportunity to add another account to my rig stream. So I will. Let's see. Oh my god, right. I don't know what this is. Oh my god, no, that's so stupid. YouTube. How? What? Come on, dude, that's really stupid. Right. Excuse me. Where is that? Okay. Sorry, this is taking forever and I didn't mean it to at all. It's really annoying. What's the date today? That one. Okay. Fantastic. After all that, it's just going to review. That's so strange. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to set everything up and seeing what would work and what wouldn't. So, yeah. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, it's been a while since I've burnt myself. Yeah, after all that silence, the action starts, doesn't it? Here we are again. Oh my god. Right. Try not to burn myself this time. Sorry. Hi. Yeah. I have to cool the glue down somehow. Right. That's nearly solid. So I can start cutting up the rest to add on to the front. That's going to need a lot of prep. So, 2 seconds. That's the template, right? Yep. That. I'm going to chop out the little sections. Not quite. Not quite. Oh my god. Come on. There we go. Right. Much better. I think the top half needs to have quite a big chunk taken out of it. So those two parts can meet like that and like that. Then you got a mouthpiece. Alright. Okay, I think nothing because I've forgotten the bottom bit. Gotta take a handy amount out of it because it's only little, and then it's gonna hopefully attach to the bottom here. Like so, but kinda need it to be flipped in like that, but then that's making that so much of a harsh angle there. I'm going to leave that because that really doesn't need to be that harsh. Okay. Yeah. Let's get it glued. Get him glued. Oh no. I'll do the sides for now. I'm thinking ahead of myself. But yeah, I'll just get this glued. The sides, like so. And then we can hopefully get that to nicely marry up with those two bits. Like that. Maybe. Got other cameras around. I'm on many streaming platforms. Oh my. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. That's a bit of an obscure angle right there. So that's gonna have to be chopped somehow. Because otherwise it's gonna be like. Don't try this at home, kids. My fingers are right in the way and they shouldn't be. There we go. That's much better. That's a lot closer there. That 3D printer clicking is freaking me out. My word. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking. Oh my word. Yeah, thank you. Like, hi. It's a little experiment on the phone before I'm able to add this platform to my usual streaming setup. I just whacked it on my phone. That's, yeah. I can't do anything. How do I? Oh my god. Is that how? Just pressing things, see what happens. My tattoos are looking great. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. It's just all the sci-fi stuff I like aliens and Predator down the bottom there, alien eggs. There's a guilty spark on the elbow, and a grunt with a needler from Halo there, and yeah, thank you. And then I've got Ninja Turtle and Shredder on this side, and a terrible tribal tattoo on my shoulder that we don't talk about. We don't talk about the tribal. We like to pretend that we were not alive in the early 2000s. But we very much were. And that's what happens when you're alive in the early 2000s and you walk into a tattoo shop with 180 quid and a whole lot of booze in your system. Tribal. Never drink and what's the word? Like Never drink and tattoo, kids. There we go. The liquor chooses for you. Yeah, that's right. Entirely. The guy was even trying to be nice and said to me, "Oh, do you want it shading?" And and suggested all this really interesting stuff that might have actually made it look cool. And I was like, "No, I just want it black. Just make it black." There's not many decisions I've made in my life that I've fully 100% regret, but that is definitely one of them. There's probably 3 others in my entire life's work. But going, yeah, just make my child fully black is possibly one of the stupidest things I ever did. Oh, well. It's what you do, innit, mate? There we go. It's a mouthpiece. And now we need a cheek. So, for those of you on other platforms, you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Right. Let me find it. Whereabouts is it? There. Right. Cut it out. Yeah, for those of you on this platform, a little bit of context for you, why not? Bado, I'm going to tell him. Yeah, I started this about a week ago. I took all the measurements and measured it out wrong, printed out all the templates, got really far through the process and made this giant monstrosity. Believe it or not, is not a toilet seat. That's meant to be a helmet for someone smaller than me. But I can fit my entire arm into that. I've been sitting and laughing at it for about an hour before I even started streaming. It was just like, why have I done this? Yeah, and it wasn't even the liquor that made me do that one. It will be a good toilet seat, you're right, yeah. It's about all it's good for. Because, I mean, usually I would, like, say, like, oh, I can definitely, what's the word? I could definitely, like, still make it and do it up and sell it elsewhere. Who the hell, like, is a 9-foot tall person with a head the size of my entire arm? And what is the betting that person is well into Halo Reach and has decided, oh, I'm going to go randomly onto a live stream or, I don't know, Facebook Marketplace or some shit, and, like, I'll just have a look for a giant custom-made helmet out of foam. Like, it's 25%. Yeah. Is there chat in this thing? I'm new to this as a streaming platform. Do people speak? Such a thing? Do I have to find the... No, background, no. Okay. Fair enough. I'm guessing that's all it is on the bottom there, and that's cool. Yeah. I don't know. Tell me how to do the things. Oh god, I can still hear the 3D printer clicking. And every time it clicks, I'm like, in my head, I'm going, it's missing a layer. It's missing a layer. Every time. Like, click, missed, click, missed. There should be an option somewhere. Yeah, there isn't. But it's good. It's all good. We'll survive. And if anything, it will make a good outdoor toilet seat. Like, take it with you in the woods or something. Yeah. Right. Let's put that together slightly so that it can be put down onto the foam a little bit easier. Short. Now, if I remember, this takes quite a while to sort of cut up and prepare, so it might get a bit boring. I apologise. Feel free to amuse yourselves. In the meantime, we need 2 of them, so I'm doing it the other way around as well. La-di-da. Tra-la-la. Oh my god, stop clicking, please. Right, okay. It's time to cut. This time. In time. I can't do it now. In time. In time. Cut it. In time. Thank you, everybody, for liking and everything. That was really cool. Thank you. Right, I just need to figure this out. That attaches, that's going inward. Yes, it is. Right. Do 2 cuts at opposite angles along the same line. And then I'm pretty sure we need to do just a light inward angle along this bottom part, because I've done quite a decent one there. But also this is going to be bending inward, so yeah. Ooh, along the top here, where do we go? Right. So, ooh, something happened. Slight inward angle, more of an inward angle on that side. Vertical, vertical, inward, vertical. Is that it? Yep, that's it done. Just got a couple of little niggly bits to get out. Oh, I hate the fiddly bits. Come on. There we go. Right. I'll cut the other one out first before we start the very tedious process of, you know, trying to get all the rest out. When I say trying to get all the rest out, what I actually mean is before I start chopping it up to shape it, trying to get all the rest out. I'm just making noise for noise sake at this point. And yeah, that's it. Ever so slight inward angle along here. Vertical. 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 Angle. Angular. Vertical. Vertical. Angular. You guessed it. It's a vertical. Good game. Oh god, throwing out a 40-year-old television reference from the UK. Why not? You know, that'll bring them in. Oh my word. Is that salvageable? Do we keep that, or is that going straight in the bin? Maybe. I'm going to keep it. Why not? Yeah. I'm that kind of hoarder. Right. So we have all the lines to follow. Can you see that? Oh, you can. Fabulous. Can you see that? That's all the lines we are going to follow and chop into the foam. And yeah, let's see, shall we? Let's see. Right. First of all, I am going to cut the really awkward thing that is going along here. A bit further, and then pretty much straight in this direction there. And that, I believe, is, yeah, that's going to be an outward angle like that. And then we have to do one exactly like parallel, running parallel to it. And that is all getting chopped out, because that is an inward angle. And I'm about to show you something fun if it works. If it works, it's going to be fun. If it didn't work, then it's going to be crap. But you get that bend like that, and then the outward angle that we got gives it that. So once you've stuck it together, you can leave it like that, and you've got that. Once all the rest of the stuff's cut, it'll look pretty cool. So can you see that as well? Everybody? Are we all in? There we go. Marvellous, isn't it? So yeah, right. Carrying on. Got down here to here. Then we're going to about there. Then we have that one and that one. And we've got that line across here. There we go. Now, okay. From that point to this cut here. So we've got that as well. And then we've got one that runs to the cut we've just made. From about here. And there we go. Oh, can't forget that there is one going from about here to about there, where we also have a line there. And we've got one going here as well. Oh shit, that was silly. And we're going straight down there, so we've got that as well. My god. Now it looks like a chessboard or something. Now we've got all of that to cut out. Well, then we better get to it then. There we go. What is that up there? Oh my. Okay. Rewards. You get rewarded. What's the next one? What am I supposed to be doing? Okay, 100 fan points or something? I don't care about that. Don't tell anyone. I'm not bothered. I'm just glad people are watching. Because it's fun. We're having fun. That's what we do here. Is fun. Isn't it? Fun with dangerous equipment. Fun with dangerous knives. It's fun with dangerous equipment. Don't get it in your eyes. Alright. Don't ask me, I'm not even sure myself, so like let's just carry on regardless, pretend it never happened. Okay. After that really rushed, horrible hack job, let's see if we've managed to get this anywhere near looking like it should. Yep, something like that. We get that shape. But then we also need to cut this out, I think. Oh, bloody hell. Gotta check the templates. That is not the right button. Yes, they are. Right. Okay. Both of these are actually cutaways. So that needs to go on there. That's going in a little bit, and so is that. So, okay. I'm going to do that first because this little piece is dead thin and flimsy. So we'll get it on there. Won't be long. There we are. Sorry. If anybody's been saying anything and I've like missed it scrolling up, I do apologise. You know, feel free, ask questions. Anything within reason goes. I was really saying stuff like that on the internet. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, I am happy to answer. As if I'm looking at a chat, I don't really know what I'm doing on this, so yeah. If anybody is asking questions and I'm not responding, I'm really sorry, because I don't know how to work this app. Like, what's that down there? Oh, that's guests, okay. This is to invite people. Is this the chat? Like, right here, is this it? I don't know. Let's see. Oh my gosh, right. I don't know. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm doing very well. All I'm trying to do right now is just figure out if I'm actually looking at the chat, because I'm seeing a lot of people join in and a lot of people like have liked the stream so far, and I'm really happy about that. Thank you. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anybody talking to me. If they are, if not, that's good. Carry on staying silent. Nothing wrong with that. What's going on here? Everything seems to be in order here. Da-dum. I'm about to cut that and realise that I'm not supposed to cut that bit, so I'm not going to. It's these bits that I need to cut. I'm very clever, you know. What am I making? Void asking, what am I making? I am making a helmet. I think that's the best way to describe it. And that's a good question. So what I'm going to do, if I can, let's see if I can swap the camera around in my boomer ways. Flip it. There we go. This is what I'm making. Thank you for the question, Void. It's the first one I've noticed, so that's nice. And there we go. Yeah, that's the, that's the end goal. We're a little ways away from that, but yeah, that's where I'm hoping to get to within the next couple of days. And if it will let me, I'm going to try and integrate it into my streaming platform that I use. So you'll have better sound, and there's multiple cameras. You'll be able to see what I'm doing a lot easier, and yeah, it'll be good. So future broadcasts should be nicer. But we'll see what the Lords say. I'm awaiting approval. Right, let's see. So that's going like that. And that's going like that. Then, right, I need to glue that down first. Little triangle needs to go down first. That's hot. I'm burning my finger. Okay. Right. And then that needs to glue right onto there. And then that bends and glues onto there. And then it's lovely and flush. Look at it. Lovely. Lovely. Whoa. That Donny guy just fell. Come on, you. Stand up straight, son. Come on, you can do it. Whoa, there we go, love. Now, just realised at the bottom here it hasn't glued properly. Because I didn't do this. And hold it in position. Put you back. Ow! Put you back over there. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna push in these parts. Really close to splitting the foam. My word. Ugh. And I'm burning myself. So that's also good. Right. So, you know, worm burr. Right. So this is going on here, like so. I think. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Right, so that is going to need to be glued right in on there, which we'll do now. It's a long distance blow. Okay. So, I think the first thing to do is to just get these bits glued to the sides, I think. The first thing to do would be to glue this so it's in the right shape. Because we're very clever, aren't we? Just literally just stabbed the palm of my hand with the hot glue gun. I can feel a blister forming on it. So that's nice. Oh no, it's not. It's not. Panic over, everyone. It's not a blister. It's just where the hot glue is setting in the palm of my hand. Ow. That's good. It's good stuff. Good stuff. How long does it take to make? Well, considering I've had to start again, no. They usually take about 4 weeks to build a whole suit out of foam from like head to toe. And then if the customer I want might want it painting as well, so that might take another week or two. So sometimes 6 weeks, sometimes a month, but it varies. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's a complicated process, but yeah, I think it's stuff like preparing these parts with all those cuts that you have to do, and then all the specific gluing situations that you have to do. But then it comes out like that on the outside, and you've got all that cool like shaping that's happened as a result of all the long boring prep stuff that you always end up having to do. Because I've made that with all those cuts in the bottom of it out of that. So, I mean, that's pretty cool to me. You know, anyway. And that's what takes the time, is all that, like, prepping the things to, like, get it to be what it is. Thank you. Thank you, Void. Yeah, so it's like, it's tough. It's like a difficult thing to do, but I really love doing it. And I'm just like, I'm glad that some people like to watch it as well. So that's nice. And that's just gluing on there, getting it together. Can everybody see? Everybody following? Good. Everybody take notes. There will be a test at the end of the year. It's quite therapeutic to watch. Aw. That's nice, I'm glad. I try and be quite a chill guy, you know. And yeah, it's therapeutic to make as well, because you know, you can struggle for ages and you feel like you're banging your head against the wall trying to get it to stick, and you try to get it to and then all of a sudden, ta-da, and you're like, oh wow. And then we just need that to go onto there, and that's the mouthpiece and the cheek together. So that's cool as well. It's like ASMR and test when. Yeah, I like. Yeah, I only started doing this. I started doing this on Twitch and YouTube. Um, Literally, so that customers that I make these for could just see what I'm doing with their money. And that I'm not doing it, that I do exist, and I'm not just some like dude that's going to run off with your money. Um, so it was for customers really, and then it like expanded into you know just this, like sitting and building and chatting to people, and it just made it a more like a nicer thing to do for me as well, because it was a very lonely job. Sitting and making these things was just like a solo adventure, you know, and I wanted to. It was just at the point where loads of people had started doing like gameplay streaming and stuff, and I was like, I could do that. Like I could do gameplay and go on Twitch and what have you. And then it sort of occurred to me of like, why don't I just get a camera or two and just do this. And so yeah, here I am on Twitch, YouTube, and there, all simultaneously. Um, and yeah, it's nice. And it makes like, instead of just sitting and listening to some idiot on a podcast spew like nonsense, or you know get really annoyed with my whatever streaming platform I'm using for music, playing crap songs in the middle of my playlist, and having my concentration broken because so much shit comes on. I thought, like, why don't I do this instead? And yeah, I'm glad I did. I've never looked back. I had 2 years off, but I've been doing it about, how long have I been doing this now? I don't know. I forget. But this is new. So, thank you for coming in and liking and all that stuff you're doing over there. That's lovely. And I've got glue stuck to everything. Just a little bit more glue. Yeah, it didn't stick quite right. I think I'm not even going to wait for that to glue properly. I'm going to move straight on and just glue this section up here. There we go. Oh my god, right. Flipping Nora. To really hold that top bit together, or it's not going to glue. So, lovely weather. Everybody hear me all right on there? Can you hear me down there? I can't tell because I've got these headphones on and I'm hearing myself come back off this microphone. So everybody in here can hear me. And there. but I don't know about you. So let me know. There we go. One side on. So that's that. Fairly solid, quite happy with that. And then we'll need to get that bit turned into that bit now. So I always go like, ugh, just done all that work. Why couldn't I have? Why couldn't this one just do itself? But yeah, we've got to prep it all the same way we just prepped that side. And we go again. And where are we going from? Oh, that's an idea. Or is it? God, I don't know. Oh, God. Let's see. So if that goes from here to... Where are we? Here. There. And then that should be where we can cut that. And we've done it in the wrong direction. Oh no, mate. What are we playing at, eh? Oh my god. Oh no, wait a minute. I'm getting it backwards. Oh my god. I'm gonna carry on without commentating. I'm just gonna keep cutting. Thank you for liking and all that. Did I just hear my printer fail? 2 seconds. Nope, I'm just hearing it make all sorts of horrible noise. So, I don't know, mate. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I have to try and emulate that same shape here, where I'm going to try not to split the bloody foam. So that's what's happened every single time I've done this. That's why I'm chopping it now, just to do it while I'm here and done. What is that noise? Jesus. That one, no. Those, yes. Oh my god. Wait. So, oh god, right. That's supposed to point that way and then that way, isn't it? Like that. Okay, right. I'm getting confused. All right. Um. I'm sort of stuck. I'm like looking at it, thinking like, how am I supposed to do this? Like I'm losing. I don't know why, but my mind will not process what is completely normal to me because I do it all the time. But like, it's going, no, it's backwards. You can't do it. It's backwards. It's wrong. Look, it looks wrong. It's literally the argument I'm having in my head as we speak. Like, no, it looks wrong. No, you can't do it. No, that's not how that works. Like, it's literally there. That's what we're doing. That what? Like, what do you mean you can't do it? It's there. It's there. I've done this in the wrong place for a start. I'm sure of it. Yeah, I have. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that's why I was confused then, because I'm going to use these to plug this back up, to try and keep that in one piece, because I have fully effed myself in the A. That's how we like to say it. I do that loads, yeah. I'm just like, for one thing, like right there where I've stuck that's supposed to have nothing, and right there where I've made that outer cut needs to be the inner cut, and then there's another cut on the inside there. So I've just moved everything forward where it shouldn't be, and that's it's fixable though, because I'm gonna glue this into that massive canyon I've cut into it, and that'll restabilize it. Oh my god, that sounds horrible. What the fuck is going on in there? Right. What is going on, gents? What the fuck is happening? Oh, I see. Fucking grand. do. Turn the power thing off. Because, yeah, I think he's tired. My poor 3D printer's been working hard. Ghosts, I tells you. No, yeah, I think it's just that, like, I think I've been overworking it. It is only a little printer, and it's not really meant to be like worked all the time. What was I printing? It was shins. Sorry, not shins. I've printed shins for a Halo costume I'm remaking out of 3D printed parts for a returning customer, and I just set it off to do the knees. So it was just like these little things put upright side by side on the print bed, and one of them had come loose, so it was just flicking around, and toes. Yeah, and it just like it. I think it just needs a rest. I think it needs to cool down. I really need to get, ideally, 2 more printers. I need another one of those and the more expensive one. I'm going to try and get the more expensive one first, save my money, get that, and then I'm going to go for the more like the another one of those little ones, basically. I think ultimately that's going to be the best course of action, is to do that. And you. Get off. So yeah, hoping to raise about £600 somehow for the 3D printer that will allow me to do the work properly, you know. It's one of those things where I've sort of advertised with the expectation that I'd be able to do like constant multiple printing and what have you, and I'm coming to the realization that the printer that I've got is absolutely fantastic, but it's not designed to be used constantly, like all the time. So I'm gonna have to take days where I just leave it overnight and turn it off fully and just let it like cool off. Which is sort of annoying because I've got lots of stuff that needs printing, and you know, lots of stuff needs doing. But it's okay. It's okay. Oh crap. Yeah, I think I've been clogging the nozzle and stuff, and I think the motor that pulls the filament through the nozzle is getting tired, because I've been constantly using it all the time, and it's like, you know, I think I'm starting to break it, so I'm gonna have to just leave him be for just a little while. Let him calm down, you know. Let him calm down a wee bit. Nice and burny on the fingers. Yeah. There we go. Hi to everyone joining. I can see a lot of you pop in. And if you're sticking around for more than 10 seconds, I really appreciate it, especially on that platform. Thank you. And I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let it go on this one. Thank you for watching, everybody. And I will see you again soon. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow in the morning.